Maybe I need to reach it.
Say something.
Good evening, everyone.
Alright, silent everyone, let's go.
That's the screen, face the screen. That's alright, the screen.
Yeah.
And action.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Anyobolo Jokudi Steven. I'm an architect and a general contractor. I'm also the founder of ACS Estate. I hail from Delta State, Ndukwa West, precisely. Like I said earlier, I'm an architect. As an architect, I design and supervise building structures. Now, I want to speak on my past experience as an architect. Now, at the field of studies, who is trying to grow, there are so many things that brings bridges not to make you a professional. Being in the field of the profession, I discovered clients in the past only want someone who has been fully established. And then this has created a lot of lapses to those who are not fully professional qualified. What do I mean by fully professional qualified? Like people who are not fully registered. Now with this has created issues to junior architects who are just trying to grow. Now, being in the course of this experience, I discovered for me to be able to live well, like financially stable in the society, I really have to go out and do something more effective than the things I've been doing. And so, when I saw opportunity coming, I started posting things on social media platforms, engineering bodies, civil engineering bodies, architectural bodies, and every other bodies. On social media platform, most times when you go through, you see some persons will ask, please, I need this and I need that. As an architect who is not professionally recognized, the only part you can get a job from this part is through those platforms. So I came into it and I started getting it. Before now, I have not gotten the full experience as an architect, and this is what I'm supposed to do. All this while, I have been working in hotels just to make end living progress with life. So along the line, I noticed if I'm to stand firm, I have to go back to my profession. This is where I came and started doing that part, in which at the early stage, I have no experience. I started making sure I tell some builders who are professional in the field that this is what I do and this is what I do, this is what I do. With time, in a few years' time, they were the ones who were now able to put me through their work. What am I trying to say? As an architect, with just an HND, if you are to be in the field, you are meeting a client to convince a client that this is what you do, you have to make sure you go extra mile to be able to convince that client that this is what you do. I now discover this has become an issue. That if you are not able to, if you are not a full professional, no client wants to give you a project to handle. So with this now, I say, how will I manage this kind of thing in the future? So the only way I can manage these things is to see I make awareness towards every other thing and get connection from other people. And along the line, I come across Biz Mansion reality TV show. I came to myself, I said, this is an opportunity to key into this progress, which is what I've done. And I believe since I'm here, I can showcase the best of my knowledge to my client with the sponsors they are giving me, I will be able to prove what it was to be a fully and recognized architect.
Good day, Mr. Cruz. I'm your follow-up with Mr. Bravo speaking. Please, I want you to tell me briefly the characteristics of an architect.
When you say an architect, characteristics. One, an architect basically design and supervise the building structure. They interpret the building plans and tells you this is what and what it is on the plan. Alright? It is only an architect. An architect can easily tell you on this plan, this is where the door is located and this is where the window is located. An architect can tell you on the design platform, this is what the building interprets, this is its functionality. On the room space, if there is no cross ventilation on a particular design, an architect can be able to tell you and identify that part. That without this cross ventilation, this room won't be fully overflowed with fresh air. I don't know if I've answered part of it.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Troops. So, as an architect,
Yes, sir.
do you still do the manual kind of design or the 3D, which is in vogue now?
God bless you, Mr. Endo. In the modern world, technology has gone beyond the manual designs. I could remember during my own days, we were using drawing boards, T-squares, set squares for designs. As time goes on, when I went back for HNDs, we are no longer using those. We are still using it, but then an introduction of laptops is made. And then an introduction of the word AutoCAD came in. Graduating backward and forward to year 2, introduction of Revit is introduced. And these days, you could notice those things are still outdated. Now what we use are Lumios, SketchUp, V-Rays, and many other softwares. This, I think, I have said it.
Shoot for life. Now give my key first.
Give you hand.
Last person. Kizito. You have killed him. We'll not let him confuse the ball.
No one
Please, you want to buy a house in your village. You already have a
Sorry about that.
so
Alright, and 7 people. Alright, this is the last one. Please help us. After this time, you can continue. 3, 2, 1. Action.
Yeah, hello, greetings to you all. My name is Wonsu Chigozie Kizito by name. My business name is K-World Automotors. We deal on different kind of cars, Mercedes, BMW, Nissan, all kind of different cars, automobiles. In other words, we actually still deal on wiring too as well. We wire any kind of cars, in the sense that if it has faults, in the sense of car steering, your seats, your door, you can still handle it as well. In the sense that we still import and export different kind of cars all over the world. In the sense that most people today don't even know accidental cars. That in the sense that whenever they bring the cars from the abroad, they can't detect the cars. They just go ahead getting the cars without knowing how to detect an accidental car, and which we are capable of doing that. they just get the car, and at the end of the day, they use the car and ending up selling it. And we as a car dealer, we end up letting them know how things are done, in the sense that there's a VIN, there's a number in the car which is attached to the car, and you browse it on internet and it's going to show you if it's a residential car or not. But most people, they don't usually go check on that. In other words, to cut everything off, if eventually I get to merge with Biz Mansion, my major plans is that I tend to empower the youths, in the sense that during the time of wiring, because most times whenever I go to work and whenever I wire some cars, I usually see some of the workers, they don't usually get the full machines, you know, because in other words, if you have to wire a car, you have to get a machine whereby you have to detect what is inside the car, what is happening with the car. But they don't even go ahead using the machine, which is because it's very, very expensive. So I'm going to empower the youths, gather the youths alongside, teach them how things are done, so we can at least move together as one big and happy family.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jukes for Life. And my question goes this way. How can a novice who is a plastic product seller?
Sorry?
I said, how can a novice who is a plastic product seller, how can he join your line of business and become successful?
Okay, it's very simple. There's what is called, at first, I wasn't really into this business. That is very, very simple, you understand? So it's something that you will learn. It's not something difficult. You understand? That is the reason why I'm actually here to join the Biz Mansion, so we could empower my work, so we can at least work as team, and you know, you start up from somewhere. You start up with somewhere, so that's how things are done.
Sorry? I said a novice. Novice simply means someone who doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
How can they be successful? You not get the question.
How can you be successful as a car dealer?
Yes.
It's simple as that. That's what's called empowerment of someone that doesn't know anything. Apprenticeship. Yeah, someone working with me, you understand, is going to learn. Because car dealer is not something you just wake up one morning and just get into. You understand? As a boss, you have your apprentice with you, in the sense that you will do some business, and there's some business you will do. If you really love your apprentice, you hand over the business to him. So if you really love, you hand over the business. So that's how from there he start getting his own clients.
Easy. Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Femak. My question goes thus. You said in your presentation that your organization do wiring stuff for cars.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, for example, if any of us, or personally, I came to your office to buy a car now, are you telling me that you are going to do the wiring stuff for my car free of charge? Is it part of your service to do it free of charge, or we are paying for the services aside the car buying from you?
Sorry, can you repeat your question? You came to buy a car
From you, from your organization.
First of all, I can't sell the car that is not good to you.
Come on.
My car. That is why I said in the car, whenever you get a car, I'm trying to tell you guys one update. Whenever you get a car, there's something behind the car door, which is called VIN number. You browse it, you check the quantity or the quality of the car. If it's accidental car, so it's going to show you everything. Because most people, they buy a car, at the end of the day, they end up selling the car because they keep on spending.
Yeah,
right. You understand? Anywhere else apart from Biz Mansion.
Yes, sir. Biz Mansion to the world.
Biz Mansion to the world.
Is it
That's all.
The mic.
No more questions. No more questions.
No more question. I want to ask him personal question.
Go on. Go
Okay, take and come back and take your food.
Yes. Good evening, my director. Who's there, my director?
Sorry, can we have the second mic?
Oh yeah.
The second mic. Who has Good evening, my director.
Please, who have the second mic?
Your colleague. Your crew member.
The people that was asking questions, the second mic.
I think they gave your crew member. That's what they said.